Well, hey there, it's your old buddy Sanford of Sherman Heights, August 26th, 2026. As usual, lots of cool stuff to show you. Let's jump right in. Let's start with a couple Are They Here Now photographs. Here are a couple of photographs of the Rockford Mill Dam in Iowa. Here you can see the dam itself and the mill building. Is it still here? Well, kind of. The mill building is still there. This is as close as I can get to it from my computer anyway, but sadly, when you look at the top down, that dam has been taken away. So that's not there, but at least the building is. Here's an interesting one from Oklahoma. This is a young girl and her best friend on the railroad tracks, and that says it was taken on the Warden Farm on 29th and Choctaw Road in Choctaw, Oklahoma. Nothing is there, which isn't too surprising. The railroad was taken out a long time ago and the town has developed, even though the railroad is gone. Not quite sure exactly what way the camera was facing, but given that photo is over 100 years old, it's going to be hard to tell. Moving on to a cool car, a 1949 Ford Custom Line convertible with a proud man standing next to it in his awesome suit. Check out those white wall tires. That car is looking sharp, as is he. On to a film, a cruise out of New York to, where'd they go? They went to Cuba and Jamaica. Sadly, I don't know what ship they were on. You do get some looks at it, but then they arrive in Cuba, Santiago to be exact, and they just take a look around. There's title cards that introduced each section, so it's nice to know where they're at. And then later on, they make it to Jamaica. And Jamaica is mostly in a garden, but a nice film from the 1940s. Another film. This one is pretty much a man riding a horse. It starts with him making mini passes by the camera, and I get the feeling this is a show horse or a competition horse of some kind, because later on they go to a competition and you see various horses not racing but strutting, I would say, and then they show off some trolleys or carriages as well. Sadly, don't know exactly where, but I found that film to be pretty interesting, and it was from 1948. Ending with a few real picture postcards, here's a nice one. A woman at a hat shop. I imagine this was her hat shop. A few ladies, likely siblings, posing for a photograph at their local studio. And finally, check out these guys. Look how cool they look. And by the way, were we popping collars in the 1910s? Because this guy certainly is. And with those skinny ties, this photo could have been taken in the 70s or 80s if it was colorized. What an awesome photograph. And that's what I've got for you today. Hey, take a look at my store. Check that out. Over 15,000 items for you to discover and make your own. You can find links to everything I've shown you in this video's description. I've been keeping cool stuff out of the landfill since 1999. I'll see you next time.